Hi everyone, I'm Leanne Lee from divaofdiy.com, and I'm super excited today to share an upcycle dealing with an old bar stool. I found this bar stool at a garage sale for $1. I asked them why they were getting rid of it, and they said they don't use bar stools anymore. I, of course, immediately snagged it up, but I want to show you a couple of really cool features about it. First of all, it's got some beautiful stenciling, and let me show you. Wait for it. Wait for it. We have a beautiful country rooster here. I'm joking around a little bit. Somebody actually took a lot of time to do this. And you know, back in the day, the country motif was so popular, but we're actually going to upcycle it, change it, make it a little better, and I'm actually going to repurpose it and use it for something else. So to start off, I cleaned it really well with Crud Cutter, gave it a good scuff just to make sure that all the grease and grime was off of it, and then I used, this is actually one of my favorite colors, it's Rust-Oleum Lagoon, and through the magic of TV, ready? This is the color that it came out. Okay, so I've got now my bar stool, and let's just assume that it's all Lagoon Blue. And then I took some old palette pieces, you know me and my palette boards. So I just took some extra pieces that I had, and I took, what I really needed was 1x8 and a 1x6. So I took 2 1x4s and a 1x6, and we flipped them over, and I spray painted those the same color. And I'm using those as shelving for this, so I'm going to put those down here at the bottom like this. So you see where I'm going here? We're kind of making a little table here. So then I went to the hardware store, and I was able to get a 1-inch thick tabletop, and it comes in an unfinished wood just like this. Okay, and you could paint this or you could stain it, and I'm going to stain mine, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to stain. So I'm going to put this rubber glove on. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to be a doctor, so the closest I got to being a doctor was I still get to wear rubber gloves. So that's as close as I got, but I do love to perform plastic surgery on furniture pieces. All right, one of my favorite colors, it's a new color by Minwax, and it's called Espresso. This is a penetrating stain, and what that means is it is designed for raw wood. It penetrates into the wood, and that is how it dries. You've heard of penetrating stain, and you've heard of gel stain. Gel stain can be used on raw wood, but it can also be used on sealed wood, and it will still dry. Penetrating stain cannot be used on sealed wood. It will never dry. So that's just a little tip for you. This is great for raw wood, but you would want to get this in, if you wanted this color, you would need to get it in a gel stain if you were trying to put it over something that was already sealed. So I'm going to dip my little stain pad. You can get these at the hardware store too. I'm going to dip it in, and it'll just wick up into the pad, and so it'll hold quite a bit of material. And then you just want to rub it over the surface, and you want to rub it in the direction of the wood grain. Now, because it's a penetrating stain, it will only soak in so much. Everything that is still sitting on the top will remain wet. So I always keep just cheesecloth, or you could have a lint-free rag. And what you want to do is wipe off all of the stuff that didn't penetrate into the wood. And that's how you know that this will dry. And so this is what came off of that. Okay? Now you'd let that fully dry. It won't be sticky. And then you can put a clear coat of like a fast dry polyurethane or something on there to seal that off. Okay, so let me set that over there. So all that would be left to do on this is take some liquid nail. You would put this all over the back side of your tabletop, and then you would set it right on top of here. And I have a finished one, and I want to show you how we are going to decorate it. So I'll move this off to the side. I have another one that I did, and I did this one in heirloom white. So we have the espresso stain on top with a fast dry polyurethane, Rust-Oleum heirloom white. We've got a 1x6, a 1x8 shelf. Let me take my Dr. Glove off. And then I'm just going to start putting a few little treasures, just some old books. I have this awesome old leather tape measure. On this one, I'm just going to put a couple of books. I like to have one book with the binding facing out and then one with the actual pages facing out. And then I've got, nope, that was right. And then I've got just a little brass chest. And then, doesn't every little table need a crown? Now this could be used for an end table, could be used for a nightstand. You could put a lamp on it. It'd be great for an alarm clock. So it's just an easy upcycle with a $1 bar stool that was going to be probably thrown away if it didn't sell. I picked it up, I put another $10 in it, a little elbow grease, and I made a one-of-a-kind piece that's perfect for my guest room. I'm Leanne Lee, your diva of DIY. See you next time.